Hi, can you guys hear me? Just want to test everything. Okay. All right. So continue. Yeah, recording is on. Okay. So this week is week 10. Midterm exam week is over. Hope everything like enjoy the midterm so far. And today, this week we're gonna focus on outsourcing too. I'm not sure how many of you guys heard about the word outsourcing. So, but we're gonna learn in this chapter. So, outsource is like it's okay to talk about it later on. So, this is the agenda for this week: introduction to outsourcing, supply chain logistic outsourcing, NDA non-disclosure agreement, and then on Friday we have a midterm project, oral evaluation, as I mentioned before, and Monday we will have a quiz on supply chain management. The supply chain management tool that we learned in the previous week. Is everyone clear what we have to do this week? So I don't have to clarify it again. Yeah, just want to make sure everyone. Oh, quiz on Monday. Monday quiz. Yeah, just want to make sure everyone is clear on what we are doing. So like I don't have to get a lot of, I don't have to spend more time answering the email. Yeah, like I don't know, in the past few days I got probably around like 30 or 40 message and email about the midterm project. And all those questions I already answered in the class before and still got the same question over and over again. So that's why I make sure everyone's clear what we are doing this week. So you don't have to ask me again or you have doubt about it later on. So just pay attention in class. Okay. So we focus on outsourcing for today's class, and outsourcing is about recognizing a task or process that isn't your organization's core competence. So everything that is not that your organization or your company is not good at, and getting a third party to operate it, and like the third party could be an individual, could be a group, or could be another company to do that task for you because they have more expertise, they have more profession to take care of those things. And when they have expertise and the skill, people like the third party have skill to do this kind of thing. So the work can be done with more efficient and it costs more cost effective. The book say hopefully more cost effective, but sometimes outsourcing is not really cost effective. But yeah, we hopefully that. So when we have outsourcing, we also need to have insourcing. But we're not talking about insourcing. We just talk about outsourcing. So insourcing is like it's the opposite of outsourcing. Outsourcing, you pay money for the third party to do the specific task for your company. For example, during the tax season. So in Cambodia, all companies, small or big, are required to declare tax to the government. And yeah, a lot of company like they're like construction company, their profession is good at construction. They're skilled worker at construction engineering, electric, whatever. They don't really like focus on like financial analysis or accounting or whatever. So what they do when they have to declare tax to the government, they just hire accountants or financial expert. I'm sure like I have friends who work in like account company in Cambodia. So what they are doing is just like other company like construction company, oil company, or mall or whatever. They contact them and ask them to do the tax for their company. So to do the tax, they calculate everything, make sure everything is right. If you don't do the tax correctly, you don't declare correctly, when the government audit your company, and if they found something wrong, they're gonna fine you. Yeah, give a fine, charge you money. So like those company, like construction company, other company that they don't want to get fined by the government. So what they do, they outsource uh, tax thing to other company, to the finance company to take care of them. Yeah. Any question about outsourcing? Clear? Outsourcing sometimes could be across the continent too. Let's say Apple. Apple in America, they're headquartered in Silicon Valley, California, and those people, they work with product design, just mainly product design and doing testing, because Apple worker in America, they all high skill and they got a lot of pay, so they have to do like high value task like product design, testing, and so for the screen that like component is a part of iPhone. So the screen is usually imported from Mexico, and Mexico, there are like company in Mexico, they have like expertise in making Apple screen, let's say iPhone and laptop and iPad. They're really good at them. Battery probably imported from other country, maybe Malaysia, and they all assemble in China because it's really cost effective. And people in China, they also have like familiar with some kind of technology too. So yeah, and they could deal with assemble stuff for Apple. Insurance outsourcing. Like what do you mean insurance? Like car insurance or health insurance? Insurance is kind of like gray area. Insurance is kind of like services. I think it potentially is also include outsourcing. Basically, insurance is kind of like another industry. They're not like, you not really need them to. Yeah, I don't think insurance should include in outsourcing or insourcing, because insurance is like it's cover for if something wrong happen in your company, say they fire or something, those kind of insurance gonna cover the damage. And yeah, I don't think we're not talking about insurance at this point. Insurance is another story. It's just like it's part of company operation. Let's say another example. But some insurance may include in outsourcing too. We have different type of insurance. Just want to be clear. Sometimes it's health insurance. Health insurance apply to everyone, individual, and I don't think we could take it as outsourcing. Health insurance is like part of everyday. It's part of person. It's part of individual. Like you need health insurance to cover you to cover the medical cost when you get sick. But if you don't have health insurance, it's fine too. You just pay more when you go to see the doctor. But for outsourcing with the company, I mean, you need those third party to do the job for you. Like if you don't do it, let's say Amazon. Like in the next slide, I put Amazon as an example. Amazon, they outsource delivery service to USPS or FedEx, US Postal Service, yeah, US Postal Service take care of delivering stuff, uh, delivering product for Amazon. If yeah, because like USPS, they have infrastructure, they have a car, they have truck, they have driver, they have system to take care of delivering. They have mapping, routing. That those people have those third party have expertise in doing that. Amazon probably not yet, not having like that kind of expertise yet. Is it heavy industry like government textiles and outsourcing? Oh, government textile, yeah, they have. I mean, they are not outsourcing. Some kind they outsource the operation to the third party. Like I'm sure when they have to deal with a legal firm, sometimes let's say the government workers sue the company, like they protest. So what the company do? Like the company they're not going to they're not going to pay someone. I mean, they're going to hire a legal company or a legal firm to take care of the case because like that's not what the government company is good at. They're not good at dealing with kind of legal firm. So instead of paying salary to legal officer, they just hire the legal firm to take care of the case, to settle down the case when they need it. You know, you know what I'm saying? Uh, because like government factories, sometimes they don't need a legal officer every day or every month to take care of the case. That case sometimes happen once a year or like once in every 5 years. So it's not really cost effective to pay salary to legal officer every month if you hire them to work for your company. It's not the way you do that. So that's why they need outsourcing. You know the word outsourcing? I mean like you know that operation your company is not good at, so you ask the third party, like other company, to work for you. So you could focus on your like what you are really good at. They call core competence. Yeah, the word core competence here. Core competence means what you are really good at. So you just focus on your core competence, what you're really good at, and anything that you're not really good at, you just hire the third party to do it for you. Okay. Yeah. Straightforward here. Amazon and USPS. USPS come from United States Postal Service. It's belong to the government here. So the government like deliver the mail, the letter around the country, the package. So Amazon they outsource delivering. So when Amazon first created, they just focus on selling book and then selling products online. Yeah, they don't have money to invest in like to buy 10,000 of truck to deliver the package to the customer. So what they do, they just outsource delivering service to USPS. USPS taking care of delivering stuff. So Amazon just focus on selling strategy, like creating new products. Yeah, that I forgot that thing. But things could change, like because right now Amazon growing big, and they feel like uh, every year they have to pay billions of dollars, a lot of money to USPS that take care of delivery. Uh, what if Amazon use its net like the profit from their business and create their own fleet of delivering? So right now, yeah, the company have their own fleet of delivering, but still not a lot. They have like a dozen plane, a few dozen plane. They have a truck to deliver the product to transport the product from warehouse to warehouse. Yeah, but they still rely on a third party, a lot of USPS to deliver most of their product. Amazon Prime device fast delivery. So Amazon Prime first you have to subscribe it if you are civilian, you have to pay like 110, 120. I'm not sure. 118. If you're a student, you have to pay like $50 a year. So uh, and it's fast, 2-day delivery. I don't know. They have their major hub. So Amazon, they have like their warehouse around the country, but not a lot of warehouse. So they choose a strategic location that is close to the major city, close to the major city where the population live, most population live, and and most of the product that have Amazon fulfillment is stored inside their warehouse. So whenever someone click order online, Amazon worker pick up the product right away and just like they could do it within a day. So like sometimes there's a few times a year Amazon provide like 1-day delivery. It's magic, but it's unbelievable. It worked. It does work. I did that one time and it arrived within 1 day because we know that Amazon warehouse is not far from the city, so and they have their products close to our city, so it means that their product is available for 1 day or 2-day delivery, and it's free. Yeah, they actually make a lot of money from that kind of service. And some people they kind of like for me personally, I say like, I mean, I don't have to pay $50 a year uh, for 2-day delivery. I could wait for 2 weeks or 10 days for delivery, free delivery, you know. But and then what Amazon do, I change my mind later. I end up subscribe because what they do, they just like, okay, if you are Prime member, you have access to Prime Video. You could watch some movie. You could watch some TV series online. So okay, so I have two benefits. I could do like 2-day delivery. I benefit from 2-day delivery and benefit from Prime Video, and how they got my money. Yeah, it's their best business strategy, right? Yeah, those people are kind of smart. They know the way how to get money from us. That's why Jeff Bezos become the richest man on earth right now. Okay, let's go back to our slide. Keep track on time too. I know some of you guys may have to finish up paper, so I'm gonna keep this lecture short. Okay. Oh, I got a question. All right, answer question first. Amazon use outsourcing, so when some problem occur with transportation or like product are damaged, does Amazon take responsibility or USPS? Oh, so when you order stuff, you have the company provide you the tracking number. Amazon provide you the tracking number, and those tracking number, you could like when your product has been processed, whether it's in the warehouse, what is the warehouse location, let's say Virginia, and then the next hour the product is being shipped, along the road. And now there's two versions, because there's Amazon version, because Amazon also have their own fleet of delivery, and USPS version. If if the product arrive at your house and then it's damaged, and you know that USPS is the one who deliver the product, and then that's you just return it. So you go to the website and you say, all right, product's damaged. If we ask you a question why it's damaged, they might ask you to take a photo, and you return it. Usually you could return it within a month, even though it's not damaged. Or let's say you buy a phone and you feel like, oh, I don't like it, and you could return it even though it's not damaged, as long as you do it within a month. So you return it, and then they will pay you back. If the product is damaged, and it's delivered by USPS. So it should be USPS responsibility to do that, to pay back. But normally you make Amazon is the one who return you the money, and uh, Amazon and USPS, they probably have some kind of agreement. Like, yeah, I know, I don't know. Their agreement, they don't release it to the public, but I'm sure both of them take part in it. It's just one party had to pay more than the other. Did they discount the product when we join Amazon Prime? Oh yeah, sometimes they discount some product, they discount, and they call it daily sale. So in each day there's product that kind of on sale, and it's only maybe before, but now I don't know because now the number of sales going down. But before, uh, the daily sale would be available to Prime member only. Very and but usually like the sale product is kind of like crappy product. It's not good quality, and like the stuff that you already use it. They sell headphone, like Chinese made headphone. I never heard about the company name before. Why would I buy it? And I don't trust the quality. And sometimes they sell like keyboard. Like I don't really need keyboard. Like they sell all the stuff that we don't need, like clearance stuff. We don't really need it, so it's not really people don't really benefit from it. Yeah, like Yum 24, Yum 24. Then if they want to compete, if they want to compete with their competitor, what they do, they should create that kind of like membership, Prime membership, whatever. If they have more money in the future, yeah. If they want to grab the market, to grab the market share. But the thing is like in like Amazon, it public. So what do you mean it went public? So it means like general people in America, they could buy Amazon stock. They could invest in the stock. So Amazon launch first, they don't have money to launch like Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime they have to make sure the product arrives on time, and this kind of fast delivery take a lot of money. You have to pay a lot of third party to deliver product fast and on time. You have to pay a lot of money. Sometimes they have to transport products by plane, like inventory by plane. So it costs money, but Jeff Bezos like email or make an announcement to investor, to like every American that invests in Amazon, that all right, so our company not making money, but we are grabbing the market share. We are taking over the market share. But I'm sure in the future, in the next 5 or 10 years, our company will be very profitable. And it does, yeah. Yeah, it does. A lot of people subscribe to the Prime. A lot of people like sign up for Amazon account, and they benefit a lot from Amazon. And then right now, like it's it's like the big giant company in North America. It grabbed a lot of market share, and a lot of like wholesale retailer went for bankruptcy because they cannot compete with Amazon. And where the Amazon got the money from? From the public. They sell share stock. Our country, like like a lot of company is within, they call it a family business, or maybe a small group of people doing business together. It's not really public. So that's why those companies that don't have a lot of money to launch some kind of business, like big marketing strategy, they don't. Oh, you said Amazon is a big guy while you see outsourcing. Uh, yeah, so Amazon is what they are good at. So first, what is the Amazon expertise? Selling online, right? But they are not really good at like delivering thing. But right now they are trying to invest more in delivering their product too. As I said again, they because they know that their market size increasing, the number of product delivery each year, and Amazon spent billion of dollar to pay the third party to deliver their product. So and then like the company maybe ask a team of analysis like to analyze, hey, if we invest some money on our own truck or our plane to deliver the package, like how much would we spend on it? And those people they do some analysis and they said, okay, we might spend a few $100 million on buying plane, on buying truck, on buying I don't know, on hire driver to do some kind of delivery for them for us. But we spend we spend less than outsourcing to USPS, FedEx or whatever. Yeah. So right now, yeah, what Amazon do is like they're shifting from completely dependent on a third party to deliver product to slowly creating their own delivery service. They're slowly doing that, but like it's not 100% yet. It takes time, and that's why they also invest money to invest money on like drone delivery, because like drone delivery you just fly around on the air. It's not getting stuck in the traffic, and it's easy to deliver it in to deliver a product in a short distance, especially in the city where like a lot of people living close together and there's a lot of traffic. So it's more convenient to use drone to do that. And maybe when the company, let's say, first achieve the drone delivery, probably other company might contact Amazon to do some kind of delivery for them too. Like other company you know who who like want to do drone delivery, and they might contact Amazon to like to maybe pay Amazon to do some kind of delivery for them. Yeah, it's kind of business strategy in the future, and it's about money here. And when Amazon have to deal with legal lawsuit or whatever, they still outsource it to legal firm company, because those company they have more more expertise in dealing with legal stuff. Yeah, so it's better off to pay them to solve like individual case than just like hire them to work for you like on a daily basis and pay them every month. Yes, like since company is going big, they establish their own branch of like they maybe legal department, but still it's not as big as like the sale or marketing department. And when the company is going too big, it's not good too. At one point, they call like you guys have like math background. They call it exponential distribution. It's like keep going up, and then at one point it had to be straight out, because in Khmer world we call like like in a period of time and it's not growing anymore. If we look at the history, like some company that used to grow in during 1980 or 1970, now most companies go bankrupt. Like Sear, for example, Sear it's like Walmart during 1960, 70. It's really big, and when you need something, you always go to Sear. But right now it's bankrupt because at one point Sear grow too big, and they have a lot of bureaucracy in their company. They have to pay a lot of people, and they cannot. When the company grow too big, it's hard to adjust to change in the market because their size too big. When the market change to something, it's kind of hard to do that. So kind of Sears kind of fall behind, and and then when Amazon's rise and grab the market, like Sears just filed for bankruptcy because they cannot compete with online online as retailer anymore. That's why right now Walmart is kind of like learn from experience, and Walmart trying to build their own website so they could sell products online too. Yeah, sometimes I buy products from Walmart store. It's cheaper. Sometimes it's cheaper. Okay, let's keep going. If you have any question, just throw it up here. Just write down in the comments, or you could stop me anytime. I like question. Company use outsource to cut labor costs. It's straightforward, actually straightforward, simple word, including salary for its personnel, overhead, equipment, and technology. So overhead costs. I don't know. I'm trying to find a simple way to explain you. You guys understand overhead costs? Like overhead costs. Uh, hmm. Let's say let's say when Apple make iPhone, one iPhone costs like uh $400-$500, but when they sell it on the market, it's like $1,200. So it's really expensive, right? So the raw material that iPhone use is, let's say, $400, but other than spending for the raw material cost, Apple need to include some other cost, what we call overhead costs. It's like cost for handling, cost for like insurance, like products insurance. When there's damage or lose, there's another company who take care of that. And I'm sure like Amazon warehouse or Amazon like assembly factory, they need to pay money for the insurance in case there is fire happen and burn down the warehouse. So insurance company taking care of that. So that kind of cost that the company spend, we call out overhead costs. Yeah, overhead costs could be insurance. Is a good point for overhead costs. Yeah, insurance is it's not really spending out outsourcing costs, but it's the overhead costs. Also like the overhead costs. What else? There's some kind of that kind of similar thing we call overhead costs. That not the cost that is not directly related to making the product. We call overhead costs or indirect costs. But we don't use indirect costs. We just use overhead costs. Yeah, you could say that overhead costs refer to all the costs except raw material. It's not really except there are different of costs. There are different of when you study cost estimation, like they have like 10 or 15 different type of costs. But the most important thing you have to remember is like overhead costs. Yeah, overhead costs sometimes is a serious deal too. Yeah, your answer is partially right, but not completely. The overhead spending on other things. In our country, not trying to say bad in our country, but sometimes you give tea money to government official, and that kind of cost is also overhead cost because you have to take when you sell your product, you have to include those kind of costs too. You pay the police, you pay for that kind of service. So that is so cool. This just give you an example of overhead costs. What is overhead cost? Yeah, you know what I mean. Let's say you pay for the custom GOI when you ship your products to your customer. Yeah, you pay for them. The cost you have to include that. What other costs you have to pay for environmental, police. That also overhead costs. A lot of costs. Like control, like gun control, like I don't know, control your or whatever. That cost is overhead cost. Yeah, not trying to say that actually, but just want you to explain it, you to understand it. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, if like the company trying to they do outsourcing because they don't want to spend, they don't want to hire the worker who work for a company, and they don't really pay for monthly salary. They just pay to the third party when they need the third party to deal with kind of operation that they're not really good at. And the company could focus on the core aspect of business. So if the company is a construction company, so the company just focus on constructing, focus on engineering skill, focus on electrical skill, whatever. They don't have to deal with accountant, they don't have to deal with finance, with submitting the tax to the government. They don't have to deal with other kind of stuff. So let other third party deal with those things. And everything, whenever we have advantage, we also have disadvantage that come along. They all like work hand in hand. So sometimes there's disadvantage. So when you require service from the third party, you have to reach an agreement. And before you sign a contract and an agreement, it takes time and take effort to do that. Yeah. And sometimes there's security concern. Let's say Amazon, they outsource delivery to USPS, and USPS, they know how many items that Amazon sell per year, like how many miles that Amazon sell per year, how many pen, sorry, like how many pair of shoes that Amazon sell per year. So and then like this kind of data breach, normally company they trying to keep those kind of data because they know how much the market need, what is the market need in one specific product, you know. Here right now, before the gold mine is the most valuable thing for human, but in 21st century and probably in the future, the most important thing for human is not the gold mine anymore, it's the data. That's why Facebook collect data from you. They know like what you want, they know what kind of product you want, you're watching, and their ads just like the Facebook algorithm just bring up the ads that's similar to the thing that you are looking for. Let's say at one point I was searching, like I want to grow some vegetable, like Asian vegetable. I want to grow like ong choi. Because ong choi is like Chinese word, but I can't remember the kun. I want to grow the kun, and I just search online where to find it, where to find the seed, and then I search it, and then I just close the tab, and then I open Facebook and open Amazon, and they all like the ads keep popping up, keep popping up the seed for like a lot of seller. Like there's we have a seller that sell the product that you want. So yeah. So when you search something online like Google, you use Google record the data, record what you want, and they're gonna bring up the ads, the advertisement that sell the product that you are searching for. Same thing for Amazon too. I mean, you watch documentaries, so you know. Yeah, I should include some questions from documentary for the quiz next time. Same thing for Facebook. And they also have problem with security concern, data breach, and confidential information. And when to outsource, so there are different things when we have to outsource with logistics. Here is kind of like common thing that people usually outsource to the third party. That's why we have accounting company, we have bookkeeping company, controller service. Some company they outsource customer service. Say in India, India, they have a lot of people, and those people they just like let's say like a company in America, United States, they contact the company that provide customer service in India, and then those people in India, it's just like, oh, when the company in America, their customer kind of like complaining about something or need help with the product or need to return something, and they have to call the company. When the customer call the company, actually you are talking with the people in India, and those people in India, they have to learn about like how to deal with how to work, how to deal with that job, how to deal with the kind of industry operation before they could take care of the problem for you. Yeah. Any other question? Okay. Move next. So when we have to outsource, they call like outsource decision matrix. So they have the matrix like low or high. On horizontal line, we call organizational expertise. Is your company have low expertise on one specific operation, low or high expertise on it? Vertical line, the potential value to the organization, whether that operation has potential value. If you are you have a construction company, so engineering is your core potential, is your engineering is the thing that you are really good at, and it also has potential value to your company. So anything that related to engineering, installing the pipe, installing the air conditioning system, you need to be good at, and we call that area is core activity. So we don't outsource that. So because your company have expertise in it, and it has a lot of value to your company, potential value to your company, so you don't outsource that kind of operation. If that kind of operation have your company have low, like not really good at it, but it has it's really important to your company, and you have to do wasted outsourcing. And we're going to talk about it next slide. And if your company is not really good at that operation, and that operation is not really important to your company, and then it's become non-core, a commodity focus. Yeah, you do like conventional outsourcing because you're not really good at, and it's not really important to your company. So again, construction company, they don't have, when they have to declare tax to the government, and the tax kind of thing, that's what the construction company is not good at, and it's not really potential, it's not really important to their operation, so they just outsourcing to the third party. When your company is really good at something, have high organizational expertise, but it like that operation is not really important to your company, you have to do outsourcing, what we call stuff like augmentation or labor arbitrage, and we're going to talk about the next slide too, but we're going to keep come back and forth. And yeah, this our book, they source it from the same author here, but this I found it online, and I think it's probably easier for you guys to understand than the book. Yeah, the same thing here, horizontal and vertical line. If low and low, you do conventional outsourcing because that kind of operation not really important to your company and not your company really good at, so it's just conventional outsourcing. If they're both high and high, so you don't outsource it at all. That's what your company is really good at, and that's really important. That, yeah. High and low. So you have to be driven by financial consideration. So what you do is you do staff augmentation and labor arbitrage. And if low and high, you have to do wasted outsourcing approach. So wasting outsourcing approach, what is wasted outsourcing approach? So it's kind of a model in outsourcing strategy. They focus on the shared value and goal to create an arrangement that benefit to both party. So you outsourcing, but those kind of goal and agreement will benefit to both party. It's straightforward here. So when you read the wasted agreement, the share value has to go high, and the interdependent between the two companies also go high too. So I mean like you also depend on the third party, and the third party also depend on you to do their business. We call wasted outsourcing. Everyone understand that part? Let me give you an example. Wasted outsourcing. Let's say Apple again. Let's keep saying Apple. They outsource the assembly factory in China. So they require, so Apple will create a wasted relationship or wasted outsourcing strategy to Chinese people. And Chinese worker, their salary is like maybe $400, $500 a month who work the assembly line. And yeah, Apple need them to work to assemble iPhone, iPad, MacBook, or whatever. And those people also need Apple. Like if Apple like decide to leave China and go into other country, they probably lost their job. Yeah. So I mean like it's as long as Apple keep investing in like assembly factory in China, like they like those people also benefit from Apple too. Like they got salary every month, and Apple also benefit from like low labor cost. So that kind of outsourcing we call wasted relationship. So yeah, they all share value and interdependent. Next one, staff augmentation and labor arbitrage. So this part, staff augmentation, is in high and low. That's what your company is really good at, but it has low value to your organization. So what we need to do is you do staff augmentation. So staff augmentation is outsourcing strategy that is used to staff a project and respond to a business objective. So that technique is just like you trying to find the staff who like don't get paid a lot. Like you don't have to pay them a lot to work for your company. Let's say in America, in agricultural industry. So every year during the harvest season, a lot of people from Mexico and South America come to the United States to like harvest fruit, harvest like other kind of like agricultural product for the company during the thing. And that kind of business strategy because staff augmentation, because it's cheap to do that. Oh no, like sorry, I got mixed up with labor arbitrage. I'm sorry. Again, staff arbitrage is like first you evaluate what your staff cannot do, what your staff can do, and what like let's say one operation, not everyone could do everything, right? So your current staff, they are able to do 90% of the job. So what the company do, they just hire like a few more people to fill out the rest 10% of the job. They don't have to like hire many people. They just hire a few people to fill out the spot, like who could do like the rest 10% of the job. Yeah, that's we call stock augmentation. I mentioned about the agricultural products when during the harvest season, uh, a lot of people from Mexico and from South America come to United States to collect fruit, to harvest fruit, and then leave, going back to their country. We call labor arbitrage. Because those people, I mean, the fruit company pay them less than average American, so it's like very cost effective to do that. And the word, oh, it's time. Sorry, I think this is the last slide too. And the word arbitrage, I just want to say it really quick. Arbitrage is like finding the everything cheaper. Let's say in the investor, then when they want to find market, they want to invest in something. Like they invest in market A, they could find they make like $X, but when they invest in market B, they could make double of that. So the investor they choose this thing we call arbitrage. You will see that term a lot if you choose to go finance or whatever. In trading, for example, trading Bitcoin, arbitrage, they make money by buying from one platform and then sell it to another platform. Let's say I found an example here. The CEX, they list Bitcoin of $10,000 26, while another platform that also sell or buy Bitcoin, and they list it $9,000 748. And like when the people found out that kind of loophole, they just probably buy it from Kraken and then sell it to CEX, and they could make money, like a few $100s. Even though it's not a lot, but they could make money. Yeah, this is the word arbitrage. Arbitrage trying to maximize the profit and trying to, I don't know, to make gain out of trading and investment. Labor arbitrage, again, we want to find cheap labor to fill in the operations. All right, this is the end of our lecture. Sorry, I went like 5 minutes over. All right, everyone, enjoy your lunch and class dismissed.